Alright, hello and welcome to yet another beautiful music production live stream. Today is the 11th of August 2020. I am Felix Rösch, Berlin-based composer mining the edges of electronic, ambient and classical music. That is what I do for a living for more than 10 years now, and on these streams here you will find a very small but beautiful community of music makers from all over the world sharing our stories and always learning new stuff together while I'm live streaming my music making sessions. I do this 3 times a week. The streaming schedule for that is in the description of this video, so if you would like to join, just say hi in chat. I read out every message and reply to every comment if you're seeing this after the fact. I also release videos on different gear and music production stuff 2 times a month. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing, because that way you won't miss any of it. Now that we are all here, already some beautiful people in chat. Mixing Scholar says, yo. Mixing Scholar, good man, you. Oh wait, I was asking him how he was doing. Yeah, well, like I said, just literally 5 minutes ago my daughter was still here in this carrying thing you have and sleeping, but luckily she woke up 2 minutes ago, and so I could just give her to my girlfriend, and now they go to the park, which is good for everybody. Mixing Scholar says, I'll be right back. Hey, there's Ruben oh wait, I'm so sorry, I have to... Sanyuk. Ruben Sanyuk. Let's say Ruben. Ruben, nice to see you. How are you? Nice to see you. It's always great to see new faces here. Yeah, so today, what we will do, by the way, shout out to our latest subscriber, Amos Cortez. Amos Cortez. Well, you know, I'm also learning to pronounce names which I don't know how to pronounce them. But so, Amos, if you manage to be in chat, just correct me. Ruben says, perfect. Okay, I hope that was about pronunciation, the pronunciation of your name. Now, what we'll do today is, hey, you know what? I mean, the grand plan for these live streams is to have a piano track finished, or a piano EP, better, finished by November. And this is basically, you know, I will do all of this live here on stream. And the idea is to write several piano pieces which kind of, you know, mangle electronics and piano, basically. Somewhere between Olafur Arnolds and rival consoles, maybe. I don't know, or Niels Fram and rival consoles, something like that. I will probably end at a place which is completely different. Now we have 2 tracks ready. All of these were finished here on live on stream and written and, you know, started live on stream, and I think we're just going to have a listen to both of them. They're pretty short. You know, this one is 2 minute 30 and the other one is 2 minute something. So, you know, just to know where we are at with this piano EP. Oh, sorry, I was just wanted to share the screen with you. Yeah, that's better. So, Ruben, how are you? And where are you from? What's your background? I guess you're also a musician, like everybody here on these streams. Like I said, it's a community of musicians, from musicians, for musicians. What's your background? I mean, you don't have to tell. You know, you can also just be lurking, and that's totally fine as well. Lucy Waves, hey everyone, good morning. Lucy Waves, nice to see you. Did you have a good sleep? Because, by the way, in case you don't know, Lucy is in Latin America, I think Sao Paulo, something like that. So it's very early right now. Oh, well, no, maybe it's still early. Let's put it like that. So good morning to you. I hope you're having a coffee or a tea or whatever you like, and had a good night. Ruben says, I'm from... Wait. Okay, I will probably butcher this name. I'm from Cluj in Romania, playing around with music in my free time. That's a good thing. I mean, playing with music is never a bad idea. It's always good. So what kind of stuff are you making? Lucy Wave says, sorry I can't hang out today, but got work to do. Have a great stream. I'd really like to participate. Cheers. Big hug. Big hug to you. And see you soon. Hey, and being productive is a good thing as well. You know, everybody has to make a living. Okay, well, I kind of like this track. It's, you know, you can have it playing in the background. I like the electronic atmospheres in the background. I think that's what I like most about this track. Then there is the track, by the way, titled by Lucy Waves, Too Early for Latin America. Ruben says, I learned playing piano by ear at the local church, and I keep playing home too. Okay, so you're basically coming from the piano, like me. I also just, it's also the instrument I'm most comfortable at playing, which is also, it's a very versatile instrument. Sometimes I feel it's a little bit limiting. Ah, okay, we have the beat there. So just by ear means do you learn pieces like from sheet music? Probably not, right? I mean, when you say by ear. So what kind of stuff are you also like producing music? Like actively opening a DAW and, you know, recording stuff and fiddling around. You know what? This track really shines because of that main melody. And the addition of that synthesizer here was good. So in case you're seeing this and you wonder how we made this, I think the last 10 streams I spent making this. And also it started with an improvisation, so... I'm a little bit nervous about this part, because I wasn't playing that precisely. No, that's fine. The tempo is a little bit... Yeah, well, you know, the structure of this piece is a little bit uninspired, I feel. And it ends pretty quickly. Not sure. Ruben writes, I was always interested about the composition process, and I think you can share good stuff. I hope so. I mean, just listening to this here, it makes me doubt my compositional abilities. But But anyway, thank you. Ruben also writes, by ear equals without scores, just by listening and performing accompaniment similar to chord-based improvisation. Well, that's a good starting point, actually. And it says, enough writing, this is your stream, not mine. Well, honestly, this is our stream. That's how I see this. If people have any questions or any ideas how we can finish a track or which ideas are good, I really like to see this as some kind of cooperative thing here. So what I wanted to do today, and we have like maybe 2 hours, maybe a little more, is to go through all the improvisations we did while during the last stream. So I think I started streaming in May, sometime in May, 3 times a week. I tried to do it 3 times a week, and we started every stream with about 20 minutes of improvisation on the piano and on electronics. And obviously I recorded all of these, like this here, for example. Oh, this is actually quite nice. And the difficult part is to have all these improvisations, which are really not bad. I mean, this is already a best of, so here's the best of from 2nd of June, the 7th of June, 10th of June, 13th of June, and so on. And I already went through these improvisations, also live on stream, and cut out all the best parts. Oh, this is kind of nice. Bad thing about this is I have no idea how I did that. I'm pretty sure this was this is somehow the mood and the blooper and the dark star reverb. Well, actually, this is not that bad. I mean, and the good thing is, I don't know how I did that, but I could go to the stream from the 10th of June to the improvisation there and just look at the video. So that's also one good benefit of doing these live streams. I can actually go back and look at how I made it. And I have this beautiful thing here. I don't know what the English term for this is, but it's so incredibly hot here. It really helps. And it creates beautiful microphone distortions. No, we'll stop that. Alright. Okay, this is definitely not bad. I like the sound. The composition-wise, I mean, like, only the notes that have been played are a little bit underwhelming, but the background soundscape is awesome. I think I like it. Okay, let's go on. And right now we're just looking for something interesting, which might start the 3rd track. And I mean, all the other tracks we've been writing so far were in... Yeah, I was expecting this chord here. We're in C minor, I think. So, and in a meter was always 6/8 meter. So let's look for something else, right? And if we find something beautiful in C minor, we will just transpose it. Well, crap. I'm a little bit afraid everything here is kind of good. Like this. And I think it's in C minor again. I'm really afraid it's in C minor again. No. Hey. Huh, okay, somehow the synthesizer doesn't work. Anyway, let's keep on looking. And I mean, if it's in C minor, we'll just transpose it. So, you know, just a half step up or a half step down, something like this. Because we can't have the whole EP be in C minor. That's kind of embarrassing. Okay, I like this as well. And I mean, the loop in the background is also good. Okay, but you see the problem. This here, that's like 90 minutes of that stuff. And there are 3 of these projects. So this will be pretty hard. I mean, another approach would be just to, you know, take anything that is kind of sounds okay and just go with it. So in case you just joined, we are currently going through the best of improvisation projects I've cut out from, this is from the month of June. Oh man, this is also nice. And this will be really hard to pick a good idea from these improvisations and to develop this. But I mean, better to have lots of good choices than few bad choices, you know? Okay. And I was definitely playing around with the mood and the delay. I mean the pedal by Chase Plus Audio, the mood pedal, and some delay. You know, and I'll just go through the red marked parts here because these are the parts that, at least when we listened to that the first time after the improvisation, we thought that this is kind of a good and we should look at it again. Oh, well, maybe not. Okay, let's look at this here. Ah. Do you recognize this? That was the idea we used for the second song. So for the last 10 streams we dwelled on this idea here. And created a 2-minute track out of this, so that's fine. Okay, what's this? Oh man, this might also be something. Yeah, I like this. And you can hear my daughter in the background. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a nice chord progression. But it's again 4 chords. It's not bad. It's really... This could be something. I especially like this loop. And then this. Okay, you know what? Let's also mark this. And right now I'm just looking for something that you know, sweeps me off my feet, where I'm thinking, oh, we need to do this. No, this is nice as well. And I'm afraid it's in C minor again, is it? No, that was the one stream where I also said, no, this time we're going to do something not in C minor and not in F minor, and then I think we went to F sharp minor. So, at least we have this going here. Okay, and that's my daughter at the door again, and she really, really wants to come in here. I'm so sorry. 14-bit MIDI says, hi Felix, F sharp minor, it was. Yeah, I remember. Hey, by the way, it's your trip to Warsaw. 14-bit MIDI says, crazy times without C minor. Without the minor mining C minor. Well, I think this thing was also developing. Okay, I'm not sure anymore if this was that good. Yeah, this is kind of messy. Okay, I think if we work on this track here, this will be, like, the overall form will be some kind of huge build-up that's building up and becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it just... and then maybe some... So the overall structure, I think, is, at least, you know, that's... it really lends itself well to this kind of structure, I think. Hey! Freya Ade. I think it's beautiful. Now, in case you don't know Freya, she's a extremely talented guitar player. I still know from university. So in case you don't know her, Google her. She's on Instagram as well, and give her some love. She's really, really good. I'm honored to be your guest today, Freya. Ruben says, I would vote for the idea around measure 1345. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll do this. I like this. Well, it's still kind of messy. It's not really, you know, anything... And it's 4 chords. Well, with this one, a little going back, it's a little bit more than 4 chords. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take this idea. Freya, how are you, by the way? I just saw, she's also a very accomplished film composer, so I just saw your, there was a film coming out right now. I think you scored it. Okay, but Ruben, you know, if you like that idea here, we'll do this. Because, you know, we could go through this whole improvisation thing here for 2 hours. And at the end, we will not have gotten anything done. We would not have gotten anything done. So, you know what, we'll start with this. And I mean, F sharp minor. and I think it's in 4/4 as well. So it's neither in C minor nor is it in 6/8. So that's a good start, I think. For Bimidi says, just stop by to let you know about the mod Duo X. Guys are located in Berlin, Friedrichshain, and make something really awesome. Just check out when you have time. Well, that's the thing, I never have time. But hey, my daughter is in kindergarten right now, so you know, it's her second day of kindergarten today. It was. So maybe I will have more time in the future. Just check out when you have time. I will pick up my mod Duo X. Yeah, I will sure to check it out. Beginning of September, again an option to go for a coffee. Ah, okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should go there together and then you can tell me some stuff about them. Okay, but first of all, I'm not sure how to approach this right now. Because I feel like when I just sit on the piano and improvise, there are tons of ideas that just make poof and are gone, and it's really hard to create more complex structures. But then again, with this here, the overall composition structure would be pretty easy. Well, I know it would be pretty simple actually. So what I would do now is maybe figure out what type of turnaround this will be. So what type of chords and what type of voicing. And then we'll build on that. So we'll have to just listen to this a little more. What I'll do as well is, I just take this idea here. So let's create a new project. Let's do this. Okay, so new project, save. Yes, let's save it. I'm really not that creative with names, so we'll just save it as let's not do third one, please. I mean, the first track was called first one, the second was called second one, until Lucy Waves here in chat said let's name it It's Too Early for Latin America. So that's the name for that track right now. What's this called? I don't know. Okay, I give up. Third one. Any idea? Hey, let's call it Beginning of September. You know what I'll do? I just take random bits from the chat and call the tracks. That's actually a good idea, I like that. Beginning of September. That's probably also around the time when this track will be finished. So, okay, we have this here and there's nothing in here. Beautiful. Let's paste the improvisation. So this is what we just imported from that improvisation project. Let's have a listen again. Freya Arde writes, by the way, how do I pronounce your name correctly? Freya Arde. And I mean, I know how to pronounce her name, but that's her artist's name. So I'm still not sure how to pronounce that. Freya, is it Freya or is it Freya? Freya Arde. I like it, by the way. I like it very much. Also, I remember you made an Instagram poll whether this was a good artist name or not, and I was totally in. And I think there were many who were like, no, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I think the idea I really like about this is, wait for it, something like this. It's a little bit repetitive and a little bit stoic and still I like it. And this one as well. So what I'll do now is just trying to find out what is good about this and what the versions are that, you know, what the... Yeah, what we take from this fluid thing of metal, gold, whatever, and which parts to fix and to really use. Because there is something to it. I mean, first of all, we have to figure out how we did that background thing. But I think that's easy. Probably, hopefully. Okay, let's see how we got there. That's the blooper. Still the blooper. And that's the Darkstar reverb with the piano. And I'm pretty sure there's also the Lo-Fi Junkie engaged. Freya says, I'm fine, thanks for letting us participate in your process. You're welcome, Freya. It's, you know, for me this is kind of a way to not be so lonely while writing music. Because this is, eventually, I mean, ultimately, writing music is, for me at least, it was always a really lonely process. Oh, that's nice. Fortenbemiti says, Freya, do you know Martin Miller by any chance? And Freya says, yeah, I know him personally. Well, that's good for you two. I don't know him. But, I mean, then you have something to talk about, I guess? I'm curious now. I want to know who Martin Miller is. If I could type. Okay, he plays guitar. Let's see what he does on Spotify. By the way, don't be afraid, we won't listen to any of it, because then I would get a copyright strike and will be out forever. No, I won't, but okay. Okay. I like this beginning here. I mean, it's very generic in a way. This, again, I like a lot. This alone. These are 4 chords. That's good. Let's listen again. Oh, that's so weird. People here know each other. Like 14-bit Media says, I think he was studying in HFM, which is the Hochschule für Musik, or the Music University. Wait, I know this. CMW, Karl Maria Weber. And Freya says, yes, yeah, we studied together for a bit. Then 14-bit Media says, for me, he is one of the best guitarists out there in the whole world. No kidding. Then you haven't heard Freya. Great vibes out there, obviously. The world is such a small place. And then it just repeats, right? And with a little bit. Okay. And then there's this melody on top of it. And okay, this is something else. It goes up again. Well, I like this structure. You know what? I think we'll just use this exact structure. It kind of works. It was born out of passion in the moment, and it still burns. Sorry for these really, really bad analogies. No, but really, this is, you know, I often feel like stuff that was born in improvisation has already some kind of soul and it's living. Because this is, I mean, I would definitely have to re-record the piano here because it sounds like crap. But it kind of works, right? And then there we have, I mean, this would have to be developed much more. Or maybe it hasn't. I don't. Okay. Question is also, does it have to be the same progression over and over again? And I'm not sure about that. How long is this? I'm a little bit afraid we'll just have lots of 2-minute tracks. And I think at least one, you know, one way for me to avoid this is to just give the tracks more time to develop. Because very often I feel like there is too little happening in my tracks when the music I write, even though that's not the case. You know, it's very often there's too much happening, and I'm just afraid to bore the audience to death. But you know, very often I feel like, especially when I listen to it later, I feel like this could take much more time to develop and to breathe, and also some pieces just, you know, need time to develop to have this you know, to work basically. 14-bit MIDI says, gotta go Felix, have a productive stream and hopefully see you end of next week. Ciao. Yeah, 14-bit MIDI. I think Saturday 10 a.m. Central European time will be the next stream. I'm not sure about Wednesday because there is something in the way of that stream, but I will let you know anyway. So if you follow me on Instagram, I will also post something, I think today in the evening, if and when the next stream will be. But Saturday 10 a.m. definitely, and maybe tomorrow as well, we'll see. 14BB says, great day to you all. Thank you. See you soon with 14BB. Ruben says, nice day to you too, 14. You know, his name is Karol. His real name is Karol. At least he told me that once. And 14-bit MIDI was... I'm still not sure why his name is 14-bit MIDI, by the way. He makes lots of awesome plugins. So I think he's developing under that name. So developing plugins under the name 14-bit MIDI. I think for Cubase. Not sure because I'm not using Cubase. So sorry. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, and I think this first structure here, this kind of works. I think it needs more time. So maybe we won't start with this. That's maybe a little bit too much already. So we might start with a lower version of this. You know what, I'm really considering to write this whole thing up, write this down in Dorico. Because that was one thing I felt with the last two tracks, that at some point, wait, no, we need the activation thing, dongle thingy. Okay, maybe we won't do it. I will have to write it down with pen and paper. I like these offbeat melodies. Or is it offbeat? Yeah, it's always on the end. Okay, so these ones are pretty much set. Let's mark these beautifully pink so that we know that this will be somehow our start. Now what I will do now is just go through this improvisation and see if there's anything else we missed, which is really worth looking at again. Obviously, just going one octave up kind of always works in a way, but it's also, I think, a little bit too generic for me in this case. But who knows, nothing is too generic for me. I'm generica. No. But yeah, I don't like this too much to just go one octave up. Oh, okay, this is a nice idea. Now what I'm doing here right now is kind of building this beautiful forest of C minor scale melodies running down, and it's basically all looped, so there's lots of loops going on, and this is actually, I think, a good idea to have. I mean, this could either be some kind of intro or some kind of middle part or outro where there's lots of rainfall, C minor, F sharp minor scales. Yeah, the problem with this piano sound here right now is that this is recorded through my pedal board. So it's, first of all, it's in mono. The reverb itself is in stereo again, but there's something weird happening with the stereo thing here. So if we just listen to the effects channel, that's coming from the pedal board, and this here is coming from the mixer. I have no idea what's happening there, still. I wanted to figure this out, but I never did, because I never needed to. But what I would like to do here is, instead of having this weird stereo image, is to just use the right track and put it in the middle. And there's this beautiful utility thing here. So this is, I mean, at least right now it's in the middle, right? Let's do some EQ here. And this is, by the way, we'll throw this away at the end. It's just for getting an idea, a better idea what I was playing there. You know what? I think I'll get the Dorico dongle here, so that we can actually work in Dorico. Because I want to try that. I want to give it a try. You know, we just wrote two pieces which were written using no notation at all, which was also fine, but I would like to try this now. So wait a second, just give me a couple of seconds. I'll be right back, and then we will have Dorico running. Alright, I found it. I hope this was the right dongle. Let's see. Let's see. I have so many dongles here. But this should work now. Toy, toy, toy. What? Retry, man. This kind of... Ruben says, I don't use Cubase either. I'm into Fruity Loop Studio for DAW. Anyway, the final result matters more than the used tools. Yeah, that's true, Ruben. I'm with you there. Although there's one thing about this argument which I disagree with. Well, it's not necessarily a disagreement, but I feel like obviously the different DAWs give you different tools or different sets of tools to make music. So one example here, just really practical example. In Ableton, you know, if I click on this track, I can click here on transpose and do this really quickly and easily, you know. And the reason I remember doing this in Logic as well, in Pro Tools, and there you would have to, you know, you could just open the menu, click, open the plugin, do YouTube. So it's like 3 more steps. You could do basically almost the same thing there, but it took me just a little bit longer. And because these small steps really add up when you're doing this 10,000 times, you're less likely in the end to use that often. So the tools you use actually have a huge impact on the music you write, in that, you know, there are just certain techniques you use more or less often in every DAW. Now, that's not to say that any DAW is better or worse than the other, but you know, they just also have a huge impact on the type of music you write. And of course, I mean, you can do lots of pitch shifting and time stretching and stuff like that in Logic if you wanted to. And if you're used to the fact that it just takes a little bit longer, great. But I would argue that, you know, just having these tools available much easier and quicker has an impact on, you know, my will to use them very often. So, and in the end, that of course has an impact on the music you write. Yeah, that's what I remember here. These forests of C# minor scales. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this one here as well. This. That's actually a nice one. Yeah, I like this. We need to use this one way or another. Ruben says, you're right, it depends on what you use it for. I almost never used the audio transpose because I usually work with MIDI only. Yeah, and then again, you know, you could say if you were working in Ableton Live, you would probably do something else. So yeah. But you know, it's like with music, there's no right or wrong thing to do. You can do everything. There are no rules whatsoever. I mean, there are people who might want to write music like Bach or want to write music like somebody else, and then of course there are lots of rules because these people you want to imitate, they used certain style or certain techniques that you might want to use if you want to sound like them. And then there of course are lots of rules you have to follow, but yeah, in the end, when it comes down to when push comes to pull, I think is the saying, there are no rules. There are absolutely no rules, and you can do everything and use every DAW. Okay, I also like the idea that this, you know, maybe this is a huge crescendo and then it's a huge decrescendo again, and then it fades away. Is this too unimaginative of a form? I don't know. We'll have to try. but I think that's what I would be going for right now. What's this? And you know, I think the decrescendo could be mainly with these forests of C minor scales falling down. So that's maybe a good way to go. What really annoys me right now is that I can't get Dorico to work. Wait, let me... maybe the USB port is broken. So this little e-licenser should work. Let's see, retry. Okay. Yes, now it works. Okay, I think it was the USB port. Crazy. Okay, that was weird. Now, apparently, I can't use the external clock when I'm using Dorico. What is this? Weird. Let's try again. I'll give it... Yeah, Ruben says the sound just stopped. I noticed this. Let's give it another try. Come on, Dorico. Okay. Yeah, it kind of throws off the clock when I start it. So when I start anything in Dorico, apparently I have to set the clock again for... Okay, let's... Anyway, no... It now works. Let's use a piano. Piano. Let's edit. Okay. Tuck it. That's it. Okay, F minor. You know, I think we'll first of all try to figure out what I played there. Well, oh wait, let's put this here. So F sharp. Is this? Oh my god, that was maybe a B and then a D flat. Oh, I should be able to hear this and know what is playing there. So this is a F sharp. Boom, boom, boom. So that's F sharp B, pretty sure. That's a D sharp. Okay, so F sharp, B, and then D. So let's have that first do, so that we just get the harmonies. Okay, right mode. First of all, let's have a key here. Key signature is F sharp minor. No, that's wrong. Wait, F sharp minor. What's the signature for F sharp minor? It's basically A major, right? Because... Okay, so this is correct. A major. A major. Let's put an F sharp. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one is a whole note. Boom, ding, ding, ding. And then it goes up to B. Boom, 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 boom. 4, 1, 2. And this is just a half note. Boom. Okay. And I think the time, the meter is 4/4. Very, very straightforward, actually. Freya Ade says, I have to leave. Very beautiful idea. Excited to hear the whole piece soon. Yeah, Freya, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I will see you soon, hopefully. And I'm, still happily following following your content on Instagram. Really looking forward to new stuff. I will let everybody know when this EP here is out, and yeah. Thank you for being here, honestly. See you soon. All right. So this is our basic boom, 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 boom. This is very basic, but there's nothing wrong about that. Don't be ashamed, Felix. It can be a beautiful butterfly. One day. What was this? Okay, no, something weird is happening. When I start playing here. What is this? What? Ah, wait, I think I know what. Okay, that was the key step. Just sending MIDI signals to Dorico and going wild. Okay. You know what, I'll just deconnect that. Okay, no, this should be better. Okay, let's first write down this idea. So this is the minor third, so the A. 1, 2, so it's an eighth notes, and that's a sixth. That's pretty easy. Ruben says, "Bad robot, that key step." Yeah, it just wants to play all the time. It's like a musician in a rehearsal that just can't stop playing while everybody else is just working on something. That's the key step for you. And I think oh yeah, I think this was not in eighth notes, but in 16th with another note. Wait, let's. I think it was like this, and it was just playing this A here really quietly. So boom, 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 boom. So in the end, you just heard this, but in reality, it was like this. Okay. Here at this point, you can hear it. Let's take this one here. And in case you just joined and are wondering why we are writing this here in this DAW, in this Dorico, beautiful, by the way, the best notation software out there, and this is not something we can argue with. This is just the best software for this. After Sibelius just basically died, and all the software engineers from Sibelius went to Steinberg and built this software here. This is just the best, seriously. Anyway, little side note. And this is an flat, like, I think it's just an F, yeah. Ah, no, the A is still there. So this is going to the F. Still learning the shortcuts though, so don't expect me to rock this DAW like I would Sibelius, because the weird thing in Sibelius, I wrote lots of scores in Sibelius, and I'm really fast in it. So that's maybe the only argument I would make for Sibelius, that I'm really quick. But this will change the more I use Dorico. Okay. And this should be an F sharp. Yep. So this is actually really... It's a little... I mean, it looks generic, and it is a little bit. And I think the bass was also in octaves. So let's add 1 octave below. Bim, 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 bim. Yeah, okay. And I think then it goes to this. And then we have our basic, you know, basic phrase we will build. We will build this mountain on. That's actually nice. Wait, something is wrong here. Now how can I mean, I can create a shortcut for this. I just want to select the upper or the lower notes. So I mean, notes and chords, yes, I could do this, but there is a quicker way to do this. Anyway. Wait. Oh, okay. It was wrong. That's a fifth. Okay, it goes down to that B. Now we got it. Okay. So, and now the right hand. I think this would be so much easier if we could just play this on the keyboard here. But for some reason it doesn't take MIDI input right now. Anyway. Yeah, that looks right. Looks just about right. Okay, that's also right. And now it's just the last. Goes to the D. Oh wait, that's just and then it's just the last two. Just the last two quarter notes here on the last two beats. It's this. Now let's listen to this here in Dorico, but I think this should be fine. And you know what we'll do now after that is I will get my iPad, put this on the piano, and then just, you know, load this onto my iPad and just play around with it. And then I will just bounce back between the piano and the computer. So this thing will develop, hopefully, yeah, in a score. Let's call this, what's this called? We gave this a name, I remember. Something with September. Beginning, and I think I spelled beginning wrong. Beginning, right? Oh, no. Oh, I spelled it correctly. Beginning of September. That's a cheesy name. That's a cheesy name for a piece. We need something else. Maybe just September? Let's call it September. And the project is, well, what's the title? Project thing? What? Come on, yeah, okay. That's Piano EP. That's another really creative name for this project. We'll also need another name for that. So if anybody in chat has an idea for this, just let me know. I would happily change the name of the EP or anything else. Let's add some bars, like, I don't know, 24 bars. No, not here. I want to add them here. Okay. Now it's 25 bars. And let's do another thing, because, you know, when I have this on my iPad, on the piano, I want to be able to write stuff into these empty bars here. So I want to be able to, first of all, delete to not show the whole note pauses, and also just have 4 bars here, like in every one of these. What we could also do, actually, that might be even easier, is just to create a key which is no key. Oh wait, not no key, but a measure which is, yeah, like this. Well, but then again, this kind of looks like, okay, I think what might be easier is to just have a system break here. Whoop. Yeah, like this. So we just have 4 bars on each in one system. Okay. And now we just have to get rid of the pauses, but I think that should be possible. Wait, let me just, I'm sorry, I have to Google this. Remove whole note rests Dorico. Deleting rests. But, you know, I'm not actually wanting to delete these. I just want to not show them. Deleting rests, you can delete both implicit and explicit rests, for example, if you want to. Sorry, I have to read this right now. Okay. Wait, it should be, there should be some option here in the layouts option. So layouts option, page, note spacing, bar numbers, flows, pages, staves and system, signature, note spacing, markers, timecode, bar numbers. Hide empty staves? No, I just want to hide the rests. There is a way to do this. I know this. I don't want to delete, I just want to hide. Okay, that's... okay, select the notes before. Okay, now this is just for... No, this just works here, so this will have to be deleted again, but let's do it like this. Should work as well. Starts voice. No. No, I'm such a Dorico noob. Okay. I know I don't want to remove them before, I just want to... and it's not in a single... Yeah, that's what I want to do here. Hiding showing bars, you can hide show bars, bar rests in empty bars, each layout in your project independently. That's what I thought. Procedure, go to layout options, in the layout lists, select the layouts which you want to show hide. Okay, wait. That's exactly what I want to do. Layouts. Here, this one. Now layout options. There is an option here, I know that. Players. Yeah, we were not too far from this. Yes, that's what I mean, this option here. Okay, apply. And now, poof, all the rests are gone, and we can happily scribble away when we have this on our iPad on the computer. Awesome. Now, another great thing would be if we just had 4 bars. 4 bars in every system, but honestly, I don't care about that too much because we can do this manually. Okay, so let's save it. Save this in, wait, Flickrush, releases. This will be for the piano EP release, and this is for beginning of September project, which is now just called September because it's less cheesy. It's still cheesy, but hey, it's better than nothing. Okay, and now let's get out the iPad. Okay, just have to see if the pen is working. Yes, it is. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll just upload this to my Dropbox, this file here, and this should be easily doable. Let's go to print. Yes, just export graphics. Project folder is already correct. All right, open. And yeah, let's export this. No, this is basically just a starting point, just to see if this whole process is kind of working. And then the next step will be that we will be moving on to the piano with this whole thing. Let's see. Okay, I just have to look it up here. Wait a second. Releases, piano EP, and then beginning of September project, and there it is. And boom. Here it is. Now that it's on my iPad, I can, you know, write around in this here. Just use this pen. And then just collect ideas. And I think that's what I'm going to do now. Take this basic idea. Oh wait, you know what? You know what we can do? We can collect some more ideas from that improvisation and put all of them into this PDF here, and then just play around with it. That might be a better idea. Okay. Ruben writes, if you remove the beginning from September, it would be named just Amber. Amber. That's a name. That's a name. I like it. Amber. But then people might ask, especially my girlfriend might ask, who is Amber? Who did you write this song for? You know what? Amber, September. I kind of like the idea of naming it after the month, because there's already lots of things this could attach to. Like if I say September, you have, I don't know, you might think of, you know, trees slowly getting yellow and weather is still hot, but not as hot anymore as it was. This year will probably be a incredibly hot September, but well, kind of Amber. I'm thinking of a person more. I'm not sure if I like that. But thank you for the suggestion, Ruben. I like that spirit. That's the spirit. Okay, you know what? Let's annotate some more ideas here. Especially, like, I think this one is. I didn't like that. Okay, this one here. What? How did I play this? That's the funny part when you start to notate stuff you've played and you don't know how you did and how to notate it. And the melody is always here on the second beat. On the and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. So with this and 2 and 3 and 4 and dun, 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 dun. I kind of like this melody. So you know what? Because my memory is really bad, we'll just also write this down as well. Let's remove these system breaks here. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay. So we'll just use this here. Let's create a system break here. We'll just use this. Same thing. Just copy this because I think the basic structure of all of this was pretty much the same. It just had... wait, what can I... Okay, that's better. Let's go to galley view. I like galley view. So let's just copy all of this. And repeat it. Ah, wait! There's an easier way to do this, I know. So if you're a Dorico Pro, please forgive me. Wait, and let's put a repeat marker here, because we basically just repeated the first part. And repeat starts here. Okay. So, and how did I start the melody? Okay, the first part is still the same. And there is a very strong accent on this note, so let's also put this here. Okay, we just have to use these. No, it's not E, it's an F. Just a flat F. Whoa, no, what was this? And also gets an accent. Okay. Okay, and also gets an accent. And this one just repeats. Whoa! Oh wait, let's not use insert. No, because if we use insert, we're just inserting notes in here and the whole thing moves 1/16 notes to the right. Now we just replace. That's better. So so basically this just repeats. Let's see if we can just add this. Nah, we can't. Okay. And the F again, and the G again. Oh wait, G sharp. Wait, it's a B. It's a B! No, it's a G. Okay, it's a G. I kind of like this. Wait. Should be a C, right? Yeah, it's a C. dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. That's an F sharp. Bum, 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 bum. And now it's an actual E. And a D. And a C sharp. Bum, bum, bum. That looks wrong. That kind of looks wrong. Let's play this. Oh wait, and the tempo is pretty much wrong. What's the tempo of this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just tap this. So it's like 92 maybe. Let's still keep it at 120 for the playback purpose. Tempo is quarter note equals 92. Okay. And you know, Dorico also makes these beautiful suggestions that it's andantino. I like it. Let's take it. Let's play it. Yeah, I mean, oh no, it's repeating. Okay, you know what? We'll listen to the repeat. Who cares? Let's get into the mood. And now this is the nice thing. Now that we don't sit on the piano and have to play this every time and just keep it memorized, we can start work on this because I actually like this returning to the D here. Let's try to actually do this a little bit earlier. And you know what? Let's play it because we're lazy. No, I liked it better before. Okay. We needed to try that. And then again, we could just repeat this. Is this too copy-pasty? No, let's see what we did. Ah, I remember. That's actually a good idea. And then we could that's a moment where we could introduce some irregularity. So right now it's just 4 4 4 4, very very symmetric. So let's see what we did there. And as a change, we didn't, or I did not play it like this. That was all. Was it a B? Yes. Okay, that's correct. Let's move this note to where it should be. Ah, it's all in 16th. Wait. Okay, and let's make it longer. We could also just press this here. No, like this. Okay, so now the chord changes are really, really just on every downbeat. We'll have to see if it stays like that. But again, the good thing about this was okay, that's interesting. Okay, wait. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So on the 3, this thing here just keeps on klingling, ringing, whatever it does. Wait, let's give it this. It's a half note. This thing keeps on playing for a half note. 2 2 2 1 2 3 4 1 2. Okay, I mean we could just simply do this. Then it's pretty. No, okay, no, that's actually nice. That's just 3 bars. 1 2 3. Okay, let's do it like this. But then again, this kind of messes up the idea that... Well, you know what? Let's just write this down and then we'll try it on the piano. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, we'll just do something else. The beauty of trying. And then I did something. Okay. Well, I just broke the pattern. So it's basically just adding sixth to that melody. So I think to that bass, I mean. And this time it's on the 1, on the downbeat. And maybe this was... I don't know. You know, we'll have to try this. We'll have to try this out. So I will just put some emphasis on these ones. Or maybe, you know, yeah, we'll have to try this. Let's make it like this. Just din 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 din, so that it goes in, you know, a 10th above. That's kind of a little bit lame. And let's not use this accent here all the time. Just on the first one. Okay. Now this might be incredibly boring and lame, but you know what? We'll try it. We'll try this anyway. Okay, let's put something here so that we know that, you know, this is the end of something. Oh, you know what? Let's put a rehearsal marker here. Mixing Scholar says, hey, sorry man, something came up. Hey, Mixing Scholar, no worries, man. If you're here, that's beautiful. If you have something more important to do, that's all right, dude. I'm just here. This is kind of just if you're getting something out of this, it's awesome. But you don't have to excuse yourself if you're not here. Seriously, I mean, I appreciate it. Honestly, I do. But you don't have to. Mixing Scholar asks, what are you up to? Yeah, so right now I'm choosing a little bit of a different approach. At some point we decided to go with this, or I think Ruben said he wanted that we pursue this idea here. I'm not sure from which improvisation this is, but I like it. I liked it. I liked it enough to say, okay, Ruben, you know what? I think you're probably correct, because we could spend the whole stream today going through these ideas and not decide on any of it. So yeah, I just went with it, and the idea was to, instead of, you know, just like the last time when we were just sitting on the piano and just improvising, to do this in, you know, just a musical score, to notate these ideas first and then start playing around with this and really build a little more complex structure. So having said that, this structure here is far from complex. It's actually pretty simple. But it at least allows us to have potentially allows us to build something more complex. So what I'm doing right now is just writing some of these ideas here down, which I kind of liked. Boom, boom. And then we'll, in the next step, we'll go to the piano. Okay, wait, what? No, there's definitely this A here. And yeah, like in the next step, we'll go to the piano, and there we will be... There will be trying out all that stuff we just wrote here and see if it works. And if it doesn't, we'll change it. And, you know, that's like the process for the next... For this piece, I think. We'll just walk between the piano and just pendle around between piano and computer, piano, computer, piano, computer, and have all that stuff written down on the iPad. And hope this works. Mixing Scholar says, wow, even though it's simple, it makes my head spin. I don't know any musical scoring. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you don't have to, honestly. It's, for me, it really just helps to not, because I have the brain of a goldfish, the memory of a goldfish at the very least. So for me, it just helps to be reminded of the ideas we had. And I think it's easier to have music here and that way because you can basically see what's happening all the time. It helps me. I mean, that's because I'm used to reading music like that since I'm, I don't know, 5 years old or something. So I've been doing this for quite some time. And I mean, for me, this helps structuring music. And honestly, I think writing music in a score lets you, at least potentially, gives you the tools to write really, really complex stuff. And these tools are very powerful. And you could never do that with just improvisation or just, And yeah, I'm just trying this out right now. Yes. See, this is really simple. This is really, really simple stuff. Bam, 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 bam. All in 16th here in the right hand, and the left hand is just playing whole notes and sometimes a half note. That's it. Really simple. Mixing Scholar says, do any of the other people from the orchestras you have played in release their own music on Spotify? Well, from the orchestras you have played in, I actually have never played in an orchestra. I mean, I have played piano with an orchestra, like with my pieces, but I did that a couple of times, which was fun, playing your own piece with an orchestra. But most of the time I'm just writing stuff for the orchestras or the choirs, and they play what I wrote, and then people record that, and then eventually I will mix that, or somebody else will mix it, and then it goes off into the audiobook or film or whatever it is we're doing. Yeah, so, and with these musicians, it's normally also when I'm, sometimes I was conducting as well, but it's never like I get in touch with these people like on a level where they would say, hey, check out my music. I also release stuff on Spotify. It never happened. It's more like a professional. You go there, they play what is written, and somebody records it, and yeah, that's it. And in best case scenario, they play it very well. Worst case scenario, they don't play it very well, or you have just written something which is not playable. Either way. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I think I can remember this. Let's not write this down. Wait. Maybe we need to write this down because... So this is A, starting on A. A, G flat, G sharp, and then F sharp. That's basically just F minor, F sharp minor. You know what? Enough talking. Let's go to the piano. I'm getting tired of talking about this and not making music. I mean, we're making music right now. Don't get me wrong, but let's override it. And I'm going to update this on the iPad. If the iPad switches on. Come on. Come on, you beautiful machine. That's why you still use pen and paper, because pen and paper doesn't crash. It works. Okay, let's upload. Let's see if this is possible. like, can I'm actually using an app called, what's this called? For Score, like FOR Score. And it's actually a pretty good app because you can write stuff in there. But right now, I'm kind of... honestly, I haven't used this in quite some time. Okay. All right. So, you know what? Now it's on here. That's here. Everything we just wrote here in that app, in Dorico. And I'll just go to the piano and start to play this and see what happened. Ruben says, I don't know if we do that here, but I wrote a couple of notes around your harmony. You did? Is there a way to send you a small MIDI? Yes, of course. I think the easiest way would be to go via Instagram, maybe? Probably. If you just find me on Instagram and can send me a message there, I can just basically download it. You can also just send me a mail. That would also be possible. You know, so... that's probably a bad idea. Okay. Yeah, you can also just... you know, my mail address is Felix, so Felix at Felix minus ROESCH. You can also just go on my website, actually, Felix minus ROESCH, and just use the contact form there, or you can just, you know, use the email address, which is also there on the website. So either way, just, you know, just send it in. I will, yeah, we'll see what we can do with it. Mix and Scholar says, I failed music in high school due to not being able to grasp music theory. I did very well on practical. Yeah, I know many people who feel like that. And I think, you know, it's not really necessary to have this musical theory background, but it's just if you have it, it can be a great tool to add to your arsenal, but it's not necessary at all. You can make beautiful, awesome, touching, great music without ever having heard of A minor or F minor or having heard of the 16th note. You don't need that. It's not a necessity. If you have it, great. It's like you have another synth or something, you know, just another tool you can use. You can also not use it. You know, it's really just personal preference. And there's this whole elitist thing around this where people are, I don't know, where it becomes weird and not about the music anymore, but more about status, and it gets really disgusting. And yeah, don't think about that too much. It's really just if you have it, it's just like another synthesizer. You know, you can use it, you can also not use it. I just like to use it. All right, let's play some piano. Wait. Okay, so I did not get any message from you, Ruben, so I will just, you know, I'll just start here. All right. Okay, let's move to the piano. I think I said that so many times that you don't believe me anymore, but please do. Please do. I just have to set up the camera and then we can go. All right, looking good. New. Okay. Wait, maybe another view. Maybe like this, right? That should be okay. Okay, I'll look at it when I'm back from the piano. I'll just want to try out the stuff here right now and then send to Instagram and email, maybe check the spam. I will. Oh wait, and we need the background loop as well, because I want that playing. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Wait, I just need to open the piano microphones. Okay. You know what? I'll just take the piano. Oh wait, first of all, let's look at what Ruben sent us. Let's have a look. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Attached, a small idea. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Oh wait, there's a mistake. What's arrow? Wait. How can I save this? Should be possible. Okay, let's save all. Let's put this somewhere where it should be. Releases. Piano EP, beginning of September. Felix Rösch MIDI. Right. Okay, I'll just import this here if you're. That's fine with you. Insert tempo. No, let's not import the tempo. Wait, I'll just give this. Just trying to sing your MIDI. Yeah, you know, I think, I mean, this is a nice melody. Wait, let's. I will probably butcher it here if I if I use anything, any crappy. I could also just import it into Dorico. You know what? Let's try this. Import MIDI. Felix Rösch. This one. Okay. Okay, it didn't work. Hey. Okay, I think we'll have to. I hope I know what you mean. Kind of doesn't work right now in Dorico. So is there a an upbeat here? I mean, it starts on the second beat, right? Like this. You know what? I think if we use this, we might use it later, because right now I just have to check if all the like check the ideas that have been that are there right now. So we'll get back to this. Mixing Scholar says, is there some lag in the stream or is it my internet? I'm not sure. Yeah, right now there's some... We have quite a lot of dropped frames actually. I'm wondering why. Because our internet connection here should be really good by now. Really wondering what this... Oh, this might be my iPad syncing something? Wait. Let's see. Yeah, this not looking really good. Let's see. Yeah, this not looking really good here. Oh, wait a second. Let's see what this is. Let's see. It should be a little bit better now. I hope. Okay. It's lagging on my side too, so probably... I'm so sorry, people. I will just check what this is. Okay, so... It's not the laptop I'm running here. Oh, it's so hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Yeah, it can be the UAD mixer engine again. This is such a... Man, this thing. How do I look? How do you like this? I like it a lot. Because it makes me cold in hot times. Okay, and maybe last thing that could be is that this iPad is kind of drowning the internet. But I think right now it should work. Mixing Scholar says, I bet it's UAD. Pretty sure it is. But you know, right now I should have like a 14 Ambient upstream thing here, so this shouldn't be a problem. Ruben says, you can change the melody or don't use it at all, you're the boss. Thank you. Okay, you know what? Let's go to the piano. Let's go to the piano. Let's do it. Whoops. All right. Okay. Let's try it. I kind of like this. Okay, so I think the first part, wait, let me maybe open this up on the computer so you can also see what I'm doing. Okay, you know what? There was some problem with the piano camera. Maybe there is still a problem, but... Oh, and another thing, I'll just get the laptop here. Okay, yeah, Mixing Scholar says piano webcam has froze. I don't mind just letting you know. Yeah, I saw that. I hope it is fine right now. Even if it isn't, I'll just continue. So... So that's our basic loop, like the 4 bars. I think this might not be the point where this piece starts, but it... no, it's okay. And it's in F sharp minor, so that's a good thing. And this melody here... That's also nice. Then again, wait. Maybe, not sure about this. So it stays here on this. It's the last bar of that second phrase with the melody. You know what? Let's play the melody thing again. Weird. Wait, there's something wrong there. Mixing Scholar says, are you going for a darker theme for this track? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm just, looking for something that works musically for me and see where it takes me. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about this whole setup here, that there's not, we can just go wherever we feel like. There's no limiting factors in any way, but I can't really tell. Ruben says, we call the fan ventilator Eventide. What? Eventide in Romanian language. Okay. That's that's good to know. I learned something. Everybody learned some Romanian. That's good. And what I remember right now was that I played this. I didn't play this. I just played. So you basically just heard them, bum 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 bum, but in reality there was this A thing in the back, in the lower, on the low part. So let's play this melody again. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's better to stay on... You know what? And I will mark this right now in the score. I just have a pen here, so with this magical pen, I can now change the score. Which is good. Which is a lot of fun, and this is the reason why I'm using the iPad with this. So we won't do that. We will... I'm just writing this in right now. Oh wait. And then at the end, we can just take the changes I made here with that pen in the document and can put that into the score. So let's play it from the beginning. Mixing Scholar asks, Ruben, what instruments do you play? I play guitar, bass, and sing. I think Ruben plays piano, right? It's like a fellow piano player. And then I think yeah, then we might do something with the loopers here where we can just wait, no, not like this. Not like this, please. What did I mean? Yeah, right. So this is playing as a loop. And we can add another one like this. So we have this background thing with lots of with these things. But what I remember, what was really nice about this was that there was a loop playing. I think it was in a higher octave, like this. And now it's playing. And at some point I played I played some second and third voices to this loop, which was kind of nice. Okay, but we'll have to listen back to this. First of all, let's listen back to this loop here, to the thing we wrote. So once again, we'll start. You know what? I think we'll start like this, just whole notes. I mean, that's a little bit cheesy, but that's. It will go somewhere else. And then maybe. And then. Maybe this is too fast, right? Maybe that's too fast. Cal says, I also play guitar and sing well. I try my best. Oh, you do. I'm pretty sure you do well, Cal. By the way, I would love to hear some music from you, Cal and Mixing Scholar. And Ruben as well. I mean, Ruben, you have to know, Mixing Scholar and Cal, we know each other. I mean, it's not like we know each other, but, you know, we've chatted quite a bit here on the stream already. Oh, that's a good question, by the way, Carl. And yeah, so, but Ruben it's actually his first time here, so, oh, okay, I play piano mostly, and synth, and a little guitar, drums, and flute. My full-time job is software engineer. That's so interesting. Unfortunately, not related to any music. Well, Ruben, I think you're wrong. I mean, not entirely wrong, but there is a huge overlap between software engineering and making music. Not only in a mindset, because in both cases you're sitting in this room and sometimes you're just alone and you know, work like a madman on this one problem you have to solve. And that's really, really similar to what a composer does, actually. And also there's lots of music software, like music programming languages, like Max MSP, for example. I mean, I know this is not quite like C++ or something, but or Java, but still it's there. And I think this is also like a trend in programming, right? Like that you just have visual programming languages where you just can do lots of stuff with very little effort, which is good. Cal says, cool. I guess that's as a response to Ruben. And Cal then asks, Felix, which track from your EP do you think will perform the best in terms of streams? That's a good question, and honestly, I don't want to think about that right now, because if I do too much, I will try to write something that gets lots of streams, and I don't want to go into this. Don't want to get into this place, you know. Just right now I'm just vibing. I'm just, going wherever it takes me. Carl says, Ruben, you could design plugins for music. Mix and Scholar says, yeah, compressors, reverb, effects. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know. I'll just play this once more. I think we'll start like this. And maybe with some more effects. Maybe we won't start like this. Let's see. Yeah, and we'll have a B and not a B flat. I like this. Maybe we'll also start like this. And maybe we'll start with the movement. I mean, this would be a good place to start with. Not sure though. Okay, I mean, this is one thing. I think right now there's just really one. You know what? Let's also notate it in a way that we start with this. Let's go to the D, that's better. And the second time around I would go to the G sharp in the melody and then go to this. And now we're in the third bar. Okay, I think just repeating that first part 2 times, it works better than going there. Okay, you know what? We have our first iteration of this. Let's take this to the computer again. Totally forgot the microphone. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to stream until like 5 p.m. and now it's 5:03. But you know what? We'll do a longer one because I feel like we're just onto something. Okay. Ruben Ruben says there are enough plugins already. Maybe one for composition will be more helpful. Yeah, you know what, Ruben? If you're into machine learning, that's a huge topic right now. Also with music. Yeah, writing, learning, having enough data from some good music tracks that you can analyze and find patterns and recreate these. There was actually an app where a developer who, I think it was somewhere in California, research something, who had lots of Bach music analyzed by an AI and was able to recreate some music which sounded like Bach, like in a frightening way, because it was really good. It was really good, and it was not written by Bach, it was written by a machine. Really weird. Mixing Scholar says, yeah, true. And I'm planning my first release after I get my mini studio sorted, so around November. That's a good time frame. Just started with a single, go from there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just start with a single, and then the next one, and then the next one, and you'll improve with every single. I just have to get some... Oh my god, this is so hot here. Play long tracks. Hey, what up, guys? I guess I missed the stream. Doing some theory. Oh, actually, well, you're a little bit late, like 2 hours late. Seriously, I'm happy that you're here. I'm really happy that you're here. Yeah, right now it's not like theory. It's more like I need some air, and we're writing all the stuff down, because with this track we're working on the 3rd track for that piano EP right now, and I just wanted to try to be a little more precise, at least more precise than just sitting at the piano and trying to remember what I want to play and then just forgetting everything, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's why I thought might be a good idea to just use some notation. Okay, we need 8 bars. I will just copy that bass line for the first part. And you know what? Let's stop this loop here. It makes me insane. Wait, why can't I? Okay, because I deleted the... Okay, let's double this. Okay, now we have the bass there. Yeah, so play long tracks. This is really just to, to be more effective writing this piece. Because I feel like, I grew up playing sheet music like this. Sheet, not shit. Sheet music. So I'm kind of comfortable. And I mean, when I'm writing stuff for orchestras, and I have to know how to write this stuff. So wait, why can't I? Okay, that's why. Okay, that is not what I wanted. And let's make this a half note. It's an F flat. No. Come on, this one. And this goes to an F sharp. And then to a D, but not before, like just on the 3rd beat here. That's a D. Okay, and that's how we might start this. Mixing Scholar says, I have a dilemma of quality and quantity of music. I don't want to release bad songs. Well, I know. It's really a tough call. What I usually do is, if I listen to a track, like, if I'm not sure about a track, I just don't touch it for 2 weeks or something. And if after 2 weeks I'll listen back to this and think, this is not too bad, and there are things I like about it, and I'm not talking like it's the best thing ever, because it probably, I mean, for you, you're the only one who can really judge it. It's probably not. But if you're thinking it's okay, I would just try to release it. And, you know, you might be surprised at what other people might think of it. Because I'm always surprised at what other people say about my tracks and which one is a good track and which one is not. So, yeah, you know, I would just release it, probably. So, and another thing here was that, right, this one here should not go to the D, but to the C. It should stay there. All right. You know what? We could actually try to play this once more. And I think I'm going to... Wait, is this possible? You know what? I'll try something. What if... No, it's fine. Okay, you know what? We'll try to play this and see what happens. First of all, let's print it. And replace it. Yes, overwrite. And I'm going to update this here on the iPad as well. Hey, what's happening? Why are not you working? No, that's the shitty thing about using technology to write music. Sometimes it just doesn't work. And stuff like my piano, you know, my piano always works. I don't have to switch it on. I don't have to worry about any... Come on. Wi-Fi not connecting or stuff like that, so... Wait. Okay, let's restart for score and see if it works now. Ah, wait, that's why it doesn't work. Okay, I have to activate the Wi-Fi, obviously. So now my iPad might be thinking, well, this is a great time to synchronize all the files on here. So the stream might be a little bit laggy for a couple of seconds, but I assure you, as soon as this is loaded, I will switch it back off. And it's there. All right. Okay. Okay, let's go to the piano again. Oh, wait. Nixon Scholar says, I'm in the rock genre, if that makes a difference, so with vocals and everything. Well, yeah, you just gotta try. I think, you know, you can't expect to release something and, like, just blow up. This happens, and the hard thing about this is that there are people for whom this has happened, and this is, most of the time, these are the people you hear about. But the people you don't hear about are the ones, you know, who just for 5-10 years just constantly worked on it and released stuff and played small concerts and kept on doing this. And then they got like the big break or even a small break, you know. So I think the best thing you can do for yourself, and if I was to give myself from 10 years back, the most important tip is just start releasing. The first stuff will not be that good. There's almost no way around that. You just have to start and not, you know, be, you know, just keep on going. Just keep on going. And if you can do that, you will succeed. This will take years, but just do it. You know, just release stuff. It will eventually become better and better and better. I promise you. With instrumentals, I don't feel as much pressure, but when you got your own voice, it makes it very personal. Yeah, I know. But then again, you know, maybe it's even harder to push through, but just do it, you know. And I mean, you don't even have to, you know, tell all your friends and family, hey, here's a new track, because that's probably not your audience. maybe that helps you as well, because it helped me. Your audience is probably maybe it's your friends because they kind of like the same music, but you don't even have to expose yourself to people who are close to you. You can just, put it on Spotify and send it to the editors and, run some ad campaigns to a specific audience that might be your audience and stuff like that. So maybe that helps as well. I don't know. Carl says, yeah, it's like we were talking last time about people hearing us sing. You just got to go for it. Exactly. My neighbor's wall is so thin I can hear them talking, so I know they can hear me when I sing, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I think that's 2020. The slogan for 2020. It is what it is. Yeah. You just got to go for it. And I promise you, once you sing while you think your neighbors are hearing you, the second time will be easier, the fifth time will be much easier, and the 10th time you will not even be thinking about them anymore, and just have your headphones on. Again, that's what helps me really. Have headphones on and be in your own space, and then just go for it. All right, let's go to the piano, have the loop playing, and try this out. Oh yeah, that's a good question, Cal. Wait, first of all. Cal asks, do you think it's better to show family or friends first or just release it? What do you do? Well, I used to show it to friends until I realized that, they don't necessarily understand the genre I'm in and the people I'm following and the music I like. I don't know. It didn't really help that much. And I mean, it helped in a way of, this is the first time you show your music to other people. It's good to have your family and friends listen to it, but don't expect honest feedback, or feedback that will actually help you. If it helps you, take that first jump into the cold water of exposing your music to the world, maybe it's a good idea, but don't expect any really valuable feedback in a way that unless they really know what niche you're working in. If they really know this well, I would definitely show this to friends, but otherwise I don't know, I'm not so sure about it. Okay, let's go. Not so sure about this idea anymore. I mean, this idea of playing just the long notes at the beginning. Yeah, I think I like this better. Wait, there's still some things I wrote in here. I have to delete that. Okay. Kel asks, has live music started again in Germany? I'm worried winter will cause another wave and next summer will be the same shutdown. Live music, well, not really. There are concerts again, but with lots of social distancing measures. So, not really in a way like it used to. Even on a small basis, it's still not happening. And there's also a small second wave happening here in Germany. I mean, it's not even that small, it's a little bit bigger. So, I'm also a little bit worried about that. Yeah, I think I think that idea of using these long chords in the beginning, these long notes in the beginning is a bad idea. I think it's better if it's just starting like this. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go. And one thing I just noticed was, I mean, I like this melody part where. Okay, and this needs to be different. That's C sharp, A, and A. So bar number 16 needs to change because the 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2. Okay, yeah. See on the C sharp, and there's a B in the bass, so that's a ninth. And I think it's a good idea to, before we go there, to first resolve this and go to the D here, and then go to E and F sharp. So we need to add that, but that should be very well possible. Okay, you know what? We can do that on the computer. Okay, let's get back, and then we start with these dim dum 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 dum. And then after that, we'll have to look into how we are using the loops and stuff like that. All right. Wait, let me go back to the piano before I answer these questions. Oh, and by the way, there's if you're talking about like releasing stuff on Spotify and you know, being insecure, because I totally get that. Wait. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's switch to the computer screen again. I don't know if you know Andrew Southworth. He's a guy on YouTube who makes tutorials on how to do like music marketing, and especially with ads, like running ads. And I learned a lot of stuff from him. And what I also learned from him is that, you know, he's definitely not that pop guy who like looks perfect and is this smile all the time, and you know, it's not definitely not a Justin Bieber, you know, and yeah, he's still really, because I think he put out his music all the time and is so used to it that he's just, you know, like a not in a way a captivating persona, making good music in a way, and. Yeah, he doesn't seem like the guy who was very, I don't know, very self-aware and happy to be on a stage and performing. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but you know, you can what I'm saying is you can get over lots of stuff if you're just doing it, and the more you do it, the more the better you become, and the more self-aware, and the more it's not self-aware, but what's this? Confident. The more confident you become. I think that's what I wanted to say. All right. I just deleted the time signature. Great. Okay, that's better. Man, it's so hot in here. Back to the questions. It's opened up again here. Oh, but there's not massive crowds. Really? I mean, there are some concerts here, but not really anything to mention about. Mixing Scholar says, really already a second wave in Berlin. Yeah, it's not just Berlin. It's I think all over Germany. There are already not just hotspots, but also cases which are not connected to these hotspots anymore. So yeah, it's kind of bad. I think our government is actually doing a pretty good job at trying to prevent this from going even worse. Yeah, but there are just stupid people. There are just so many stupid people out there. Yeah, and not just stupid. It's really just reckless and and then there's stuff like, why can you be in an airplane where you are just, and also in the trains, when you're going with the Deutsche Bahn, with the trains here, people don't sit 1.5 meters apart from each other. They just, they're sitting right next to each other. While in other places, and that not just for a couple of minutes, but sometimes for hours. And I was in a train like a couple of weeks ago, where there was this really old lady with a mask and everything, and another lady was, wanted to sit next to her because she had reserved that seat. Both had paid for these seats, and the old lady said, "No, please, that's way too close for my for me. Could you please not sit there?" And that other lady said, "No, why? I paid for this seat. Of course I will sit here. What are you talking about?" And they had a little argument, and in the end, they sat next to each other for a couple of hours. And if, it's really, really weird that stuff like that is okay, but in other places we have to have like 1.5 meters distance from each other, which, stuff like that I don't get. But anyway, Cal says, I thought 2020 was going to be awesome on New Year's. Yeah, I mean, who knew, right? Play long tracks writes, I think things will get back to normal by end of next year if the vaccine works. Yeah, hopefully. If there is a vaccine that actually works, and if people can be, become immune to this. I hope so. Mixing Scholar says, are there any releases you regret or wish you did differently, or has it all just been right for you? Oh no, I'm pretty sure. Like with every release I've done so far, there are things I regret. I mean, there is stuff I have been deleting, especially on SoundCloud, because most of my releases have been there, at least for the last 10 years. So there is stuff I did not like, and I just deleted that, and that's obviously something you can also do on Spotify. So yeah. And there's lots of stuff that, I think is still on there, but yeah, there's lots of music that is here, which I, is either not public, or if it's public, no, it's just not public. And yeah, I just discovered lots of very old music I made like 8 or 7 years ago, and stuff I made like when I was 14 or 12. I still have this here on this machine, but yeah, I'm never confident with any release, never. So and I think it's really, you have to embrace this, that there's always this uncertainty. And it's a good thing, you know. It's, I mean, if you were, honestly, I don't know if it's a good thing, but it's a thing, and it's something I at least managed to live with. And you know, most of the time things are different than I expect them to be. Okay, you know what? Let's have a listen. That's pretty fast. That's because I deleted the tempo. So quarter note equals 92. Andantino, yes please. Let's save it, play. Yeah, and I think this definitely needs to be repeated. You know, I think this might be like the musical start for this piece. Let's listen back to the original. And we need to play around with the mood pedal and the instant lo-fi junkie a little bit here. Okay, now we have this, and then which is your personal favorite release of yours? Cal asks. Honestly, right now I'm really fond of one track, and that is Hummingbird. Let's just play this. I hope this is like I own the copyright to this, so should be fine. I should not get a copyright strike from my own label. I really like this track. And the funny thing about this is, I wrote this track in about 2 minutes. It took just as long to write as it takes to play, because this was an improvisation. And you can hear, you know, it fades in the beginning, because I just have one track of this. It's just one master track I recorded. Yeah, I really like this release because for several reasons. The harmonic structure is interesting because it kind of switches between the major and minor modes. I'm not even sure which. Is it C minor or C major or F, something like this. And this, you know, this unexpected major chords, especially essentially. And I like the melody, and I like the loop. I don't know. I like lots of things about this. And again, I mean, again, it's just a two-minute track, but I kind of like it. Mixon Scholar says, copyright strike him. Yeah, I mean, copyright strike myself, right? Don't know if this is possible. Mixon Scholar says, asks, have you mastered all of your work? Yes. Will you ever consider a master engineer just to see how it goes? I probably will use one. Yeah, I think we had that, we are talking about that on one of the last streams. And right now I'm thinking I would rather spend my money on ads and on like visual content, like this illustration here. Because I feel that, yes, it's mastering engineer might master my tracks differently and has another set of ears, and you know, but I'm really confident in my mixing abilities. So, and I think if the mix is really good, mastering shouldn't do too much. And I don't know, you know, in my priorities list, this is kind of at position 3 or 4 after marketing. This might sound a little bit weird, but yeah, that's just, you know, I feel like I find it more important to have many people listen to my music rather than like push out the last 5%. But that's just me. So, you know, if I make enough money with this, so basically my idea is I just reinvest everything I make with these projects, although not everything, like the huge amounts I've, by the way, got from this track here, Hummingbird being licensed to an ad campaign. I did not reinvest that because I have to make a living as well. So, and I'm still living off of this by the way. Ka says, do you mix mostly on headphones? How does this translate to monitors? Well, yeah, honestly, I mostly mix on monitors, on headphones, but I quite often, or at least I try to change to monitors, and then I try to change to just MacBook loudspeakers, and then I change to smartphone loudspeakers, and you know, yeah, and that's usually a process. I you know, just listen to it on all sorts of devices people might be listening to this track. Yeah, but mostly on headphones, and it's for because the headphones for me right now are the best, the most precise tool to judge how stuff sounds. The monitors here are also great. They sound a little bit different, especially this room here is pretty bad for mixing, at least. But it's different, which is good. Yeah. So, but yeah, mostly I'm doing that. Wait, I'll just have to see if... No, that's alright. Alright, yeah, okay, and we'll do something like this. I don't know if this exactly, then this repeats. Yeah, maybe not like this. Mixing Scholars asks, did you agree to license Hummingbird? Did they just approach you? Yes, of course, I have to agree. I mean, they are basically... What they did was they bought the copyright, not the copyright, but the master and the sync rights. Something. There are two rights they wanted from me, and yes, they asked me if that was okay. First, I thought, I mean, I just got an email that was like, hey, would you be willing to have this track be licensed to an ad campaign by this company? And honestly, at first I thought this was a hoax or some kind of spam thing, but then it turned out that this was a real legit thing, and it was an agency that was doing it for that company. And this agency is basically focused on just getting the master rights for tracks like this and syncing stuff. Yeah, then... in the end, the company actually decided to use this track, so it was still a back and forth if they really wanted to use this or other tracks, but they kind of seemed to like it. And yeah, then they used it, and I got my money, and I have to check if they are still using it, because there was a thing in the contract that I would get even more money if they were still using this. So I would have to get back to them. To buy forever, or it has time limit on it? Yes, there was a time limit on it. I think it was until June or July, or June. I think it was just a couple of months. They were allowed to use this. It was for worldwide usage, but I think it was just 1 or 2 months. So I will have to see if they are still running the ads. But I feel like this is. And I actually got a mail from them just the other day asking about some stuff. I just have to get back to them pretty soon. But I'm not sure if they are still running this ad. By the way, I can take a look. Facebook, library, ad, I think it's called ad library. Let's see if they are still running it. Okay. By the way, Facebook Ads Library is a place where you can just see, let's see, I think they spell it like this? Not sure. Wait, I'll just Burberry. Yeah, with a double R. Okay. Let's see. But you know, basically, you should be able to see all the ads run by that company right now. You know, with no, not Germany. All. It's pretty slow right now. I hope I'm not killing the stream. No, it's fine. Okay. Facebook advertising tools might know. Ah, okay. I'm using a ad blocker. So no. Auf diese Seite pausieren means don't use it on this page. And let's reload. Yes. Okay. So that's the ads they are running, and that's not. They are running lots of ads actually. And no, they are not running it anymore. Okay. Yeah, but for example, you can also see okay. Wait, there. What? I don't run ads? That's a lie. That's a lie. That's not... Okay, I don't know why this is not showing here, but I'm actually running ads. Ah, okay, wait. This is because my label is running ads. Silent Green Records. So yeah, here you can see the ad I'm running right now. And so Burberry should be, yeah, this one. Ah, right, that looks more like it. Okay, and they're just running it. Okay, no, it's not there anymore. Cal writes, whoa, Burberry are a big company. That's cool they picked out your track. I wonder how they found it. Found you. Was it near the release date of your track? Well, I'm pretty sure they found it because I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I know that they... I mean, wait, let me rephrase this. I know that it's in their interest to have small artists that have good music to license, because of course, obviously, smaller artists will charge smaller fees for having their music licensed. So what I think is that they actually went and had a look at this not quite classical playlist, because the artists on this playlist here, I mean, there is Niels Frahm and there is like Niels Frahm and well, Olafur Arnolds, but there are some big names here, but it's mostly people you would not expect, or people you don't know. So it's like a great place to, I mean, FX Twin, of course, you know that one, but I think music supervisors are looking for this, looking for places where they can find music from people who are not that famous or not really, you know, people don't know, but who still have good music. And, you know, these playlists are a great source for them to find it. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe they liked that track and then went to my profile and found that this kind of works for them. Like that this track here in particular was good. I mean, and if you look at, I can show you the ads actually. Wait, I think I also saved them. Yeah, I saved them somewhere. Not sure if I can see this here. Ah, yeah, here. So here one of the ads, for example, like this. Oh no, wait, better one, because this is even more fitting. Oh well, doesn't matter. So, well, this is pretty loud, so sorry, but this really kind of fit with the background, with the thing spinning around, and you know, this is basically for this ecological. They are recycling stuff and making new clothes out of this. And I also have this kind of, you know, little bit similar branding in a way, and it's kind of also an issue that is important for me to. Let's say it was a good fit. So. Mixing Scholar says, I guess they will have a team like Spotify that looks for small artists. I guess it's mixed between good songs and luck. Yeah, definitely. I think it's lots of luck. This is like a jackpot, you know. Sometimes you hit a jackpot and sometimes you don't. You just have to keep on playing. No, it's in a way it's kind of like you're playing all the time. But you know, you can actually. It's not just luck. It's not just luck. It's really just being consistent and not giving up. And it's also in your hands. You know, when you're playing some lottery, you just have to choose a number. You have to write you have to create art. That's something different. Kel asks, I don't know, I don't remember if we have already discussed this, but will you be working on your own music videos in the future? Yeah, you know, I'm not really sure if music videos... It really depends. I mean, I was really surprised to see some of the music videos bigger artists have put out, like artists which are on labels which I like, especially Erase Tapes, that have put out videos in the last couple of weeks that were just so low effort. I mean, obviously it's Corona and it's really tough and they don't want to spend money, obviously. But I think you don't have to have this really super high fidelity video. So maybe I will do this in the future. I'm still not sure if it's worth it, really. You know, if you have a very limited budget, both money and time-wise, I'm not sure if this is the place I would spend most of it on. Would you ever consider joining a band again, Mixing Scholar asks. Yes, I would, I think. But I feel like, you know, I've just reached an age where, you know, I'm 34 right now. I'm not this young 20-something, 23-year-old person, and I feel like this. If it's a band, it's more like a more age appropriate. So maybe it's more like a collective where there are lots of classical musicians or some violinists, a cellist, and not a band in a sense like we're in the rehearsal room drinking ourselves to sleep, and I think this time is over for me, honestly. Dad rock, yes, I'm a dad rocker. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not and that's also, I feel like this type of music here is more something. This is something you could also do if you're 50 years old. I would not be doing like grunge metal stuff. It's just, I don't know. Ruben says, don't say you're old, you're just more experienced. Well, I'm both. I'm more experienced and older, at least. If I compare myself to my grandparents, I'm pretty young. If I compare myself to like an 18-year-old Wunderkind, I'm pretty old. Oh man, I like this. Yes, I like this. I think that's what I meant here, this part. This part. This is actually nice. I think this should be some kind of centerpiece, because this is like the idea that I kept flying around while improvising this, and I thought, well, this is something. This has something to it. Mixed Scholar says, I think the Foo Fighters are a dad rock band. They did pretty well. Yes. I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, you should not be... If you want to make music like the Foo Fighters and you're like 45 years old and want to start a band, do it. I will be the last person saying this doesn't work, because you never know. You should give everything a shot. I'm just saying it's the likelihood of it working, like, it's probably lower if you're in your 40s than if you're in your 20s. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It really depends on the music, really, right? And the Foo Fighters, I mean, Dave Grohl started with Nirvana, and if you're, growing up with Nirvana, then after that you can basically, take that leverage and start anything else with it. And I mean, if you already have a name, things become much, much easier. But if you don't have a name or don't have anything, it's really hard to get started, It's really tough. Well, I like this a lot here. Especially also with Oh man. I like this pad. Okay, this is really... I think we need to work towards this here. So, I mean, I'm really happy with what we achieved today. I mean, what we achieved was basically writing stuff down here and figuring out that this should be the center piece of... Oh, wait, and Ruben, we still have your melody. We need to check that out as well. But I'm afraid we won't do this today. Because I think I will stream for another 10 minutes maybe. And then, yeah. I have to see how the stream goes tomorrow, how if we're starting, what's happening tomorrow. Because, wait, let me see. Carol writes, yeah, Dave Grohl said he took a lot from Kurt Cobain's songwriting. Yeah, and I mean, it's not just the songwriting. It's, if you go to a label or if you go to a blog or a music magazine and say, hey, the drummer of Nirvana just has a new band. Here's the demo. They are very likely to listen to it and to take this seriously, because they know Nirvana, and Nirvana was like a huge, monstrous thing. So, I mean, in terms of fame and attention from the music industry. So, this is also something you have to consider. If you have a huge audience already and a name attached to your band or project, if Tom York does a project with somebody, if Tom York starts a new side project, he will get a lot of attention and people will listen to it, and people and if you have that, it's great. If you don't have that, if you have to work yourself up to if you have to work up to that point, it's really hard. It's much harder. Mixing Scholar says, thanks for extending the stream. Oh well, my girlfriend and my daughter are in the park right now with another friend, so I figured, hey, it's so much fun. I'll just continue streaming. Also, I just want to test the internet connection here, because it should be much better, although we have lots of dropped frames, so I'll have to figure out what that was. Oh, I didn't connect the wire. We're just on Wi-Fi right now. Anyway, doesn't matter. Ruben says, thank you for the stream, Felix. It helped seeing a real composer in the workflow. I hope I will be able to join more of your streams. Have a great family time. Thank you, Ruben. Kel says, thanks for the stream. Is it the usual time tomorrow? It's so beautiful that you ask, is it the usual time? I'm not sure, honestly. I will post this on Twitter and on Instagram, I think today in the evening, because then I will know if the stream can take place like it would regularly, or if we have to move it. It really depends on something I cannot control right now. In any case, I think Saturday 10 a.m. will be another stream. Yeah, but I'm not sure about tomorrow. I will let everybody know. By the way, I have created a Discord. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I will also, if you want to join it, I just posted it in chat. I will also be posting stuff there, so about the stream tomorrow, about this next stream and stuff like that. So yeah, in case you're interested, you can also join there, or just find me on Twitter, find me on Instagram, and I will let you know about the stream tomorrow. But yeah, I think this was a really productive stream. Thank you everybody for listening, and thank you for being here. So Mixing Scholar and Cal, Ruben, Lucy Waves was here, 14-bit meaty, and Freya Ade was there. And I think that was everybody. So to all of you, thank you, and to everybody who was here and was not saying anything in chat, which is also fine. Thank you for watching. It was again a pleasure to stream for you. If you would like to, by the way, if you like this stream, just leave a like. It really helps me out. Usually these streams get like 9 plays or something, so if you liked it, please leave a like. And yeah, next time we will keep on working on this track here, and I would love to see you then. It's either tomorrow 10 a.m. or on Saturday 10 a.m. So let me give you the exact date. Tomorrow is the 12th of August, and Saturday is the 15th. Either the 12th or the 15th of August, 10 a.m. Central European Time. I will stream again. Thank you everybody for listening, for being here, and I will see you then.